Hello, lovely people. Back again. I hope you're all well. I hope everyone's good. I have another flip through for you. And this one is another design team project for Dash of Dave. And it's for his kit called Resurgence, which is kind of his spring, watercolour, blossomy. Anyway, we'll get into it. You'll see. It's fabulous. So without further ado, we'll jump straight in. And I'll show you what I have made. So we have a journal which is, we are 9.5 by 7, 5 signatures, 3-inch spine. And we've got stars. It's kind of wrap around, so it wraps all the way around. I'll show you in a second. And it's made out of some Amazon cardboard packaging, which is covered in coffee dyed wrapping paper. Basically 2 different styles. So we shall get into it. Undo this, undo this, we'll undo this, we'll open it up, and there we go. Are you ready? Here it goes. Ta-da! So we'll dive straight in. One of the pages from his kit. Just cut down a little bit, which is a flap, and pull it down a bit so you can see. We might do a bit of pulling and it's got a little tuck spot here, so you can tuck something behind it and go back up. And then we have a pocket here with some nice springy type stuff, and then pocket here, it's another one from his kit, and pocket here, it's another one from his kit. There you go. So that one back in there. If I can get it back in. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, take me close-up glasses off. See if we can get it back in. Oh dear. There it is. There we go. That's that one. And there's that one. That one don't want to slide back in as easily. There we go. And then behind all of it, there is a really big one. And that sits behind all of that. And at the back, because I can't push it in straight. There we go. And then we have the coin envelope. That's a book page, and I've stamped on it and splattered it with a bit of distressing on the inside, which doesn't want to come out. There we go. Can you tell that I am? Oh, there we go. Babies, it's spring. Little babies. So that just goes in there. This piece of eco-dyed paper that Dave and I eco-dyed a while ago. So it's sat in my collection for a while. Lots of coffee dyed bits. Piece from the kit. Coffee dyed paper. It's just an old piece. And then we have tags. And again, these are all bits from his kit. It's all very spring-like and blossomy and watercolour-like. I love it. So lots of coffee dye, lots of bits and pieces. That's from, I couldn't tell you where that's from. Somebody else's, very old. Probably one of the first things I ever downloaded. Never. So I've had it a long time. All from the kit. Lots of coffee dye. And then a bag. Just gessoed and inked spring. And then have this. Oh, I'm good at this. I tend to put things back when I've do this and get it out. I put things back way before I should. Way before they're dry. Way before they should really. There we go. So, there we go. We have that and that. and that sits in the middle of the bag. And there is another large piece. I just took the ends off the bag. It worked both ways. Bit of flipper, lots of bits of scrap, and a nice kit. Let's see the side of that one, which I'm not sure what it's from. Lots of bits of paper. There we go. Guest check. Get that one back as well. Lots of corridors, lots of writing space. I like lots of writing space. So, and then each signature kind of follows a similar theme. I've tried to keep it looking similar-ish. So a recorded piece of paper, more of this kit, more of this. This is like a huge plastic stencil tile thing that I had. Done on massive pieces of paper and then just cut up. So, more of a kit. So print them big, print them small. Yeah, lots of pinks. Keep it in keeping. Lots of coffee type for writing. More of a kit. Beautiful watercolour and blossom. Like I said, it's Resurgence. Currently available on the Etsy. Soon to also be available on the Ko-fi. I've got a bag again. And again, we've done it again. Filled it. There we go. Little spring tags. Little spring flowers. Big tag in there. This one has a bit of a belly band on it. Things tucked under it. Lots more cosmetics. More beautiful blossom spring paper. And there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Lots more bits and pieces of paper and ornaments. Another one of these with a tag in. There we go. One of those. With music paper, lined paper, pink paper, yellow paper. Anything that I thought would go. Yellows and pinks. Look at that. Yellows and pinks go with that beautifully. So, then, the signature finished with a recorded piece of paper. Yellow. Now we've been coffee dyed at one time or another. More of the kit, more beautiful kit. More. Oops, it's a piece of paper. Just because you know. It got put in there and there it stayed. And you can never have too much writing space. Oh, another one. I'm quite good at it. It makes them, and it makes them fast, and I fill them, and then I always forget that glue has to dry. It's kind of important. So, more coffee now. I'm good like that. And then this one, put an envelope on the back, done something a bit different. Tag, and a tag, and a tag, and a tag. Oop. A little bingo card, and an envelope. There you go. That's that and that. I believe I cut the top of this instead of the side of this. Oop. If you lean over, there's a big tag in there. So that's that one. Oop, pop that back in. Pop that back in. We'll try that again. Pop that back in. You can sort of see it through the window. You can see there's something there. Bit of interest. Another one of these. There. This one. And this one. So you can see, it kind of follows the theme for each signature. And then March, which we've had already, but within the confines of spring. Put out a little bit. Another one of this beautiful kit. And this is, it's kind of like a follow-on from the Frosty Freeze. And as you know, Frosty Freeze is my favourite of his kits. So this kind of watercolour spring went with the watercolour winter really well for me. So inspired to juice stuff. So another one of his kits. And this one, spring flowers and spring meadow. And another one. Beautiful, I love it. More eco-dyed paper, and this is actual eco-dyed paper, it's not a scan of it or anything, although I do believe we did scan it, so that we could keep it for posterity. More paper, coffee dyed yellow, another one of these. Yeah, I definitely made it and threw everything in without letting it dry properly. Look at it. I'll fix it. So, there we go. That's another one. And more coffee dyed, and more coffee dyed, and more coffee dyed. And one of these. Like I said, this is from, I believe I downloaded it because it was botanical and steampunky. And I can't for the life of me. I've tried looking. It was on my old Etsy account, so I can't find any record of it. But like I said, it's probably one of the first things I ever downloaded off Etsy. I really liked it. So, and they've just sat in my stash for ages, so they just got used in this. So if anybody does know, do let me know, because it would be nice to say who it's from. Another one of his kits. There we go. Which, and I just think the yellows and the pinks go with it really, really well. It's only a bit different on this one. So I may have run out of bags. I might not have had enough bags to do the whole lot. And then same idea. And these are just envelopes. It's a bigger envelope. Yeah. But no, that's got nothing in it, that one. So, more kit. A bit more pink. So it just means there's lots of writing space for whoever wants to use it. There's lots of writing space, lots of area to add bits, do your own thing, which I would like to have. Make sure there's plenty of room for that. So, and then other one. There we go. And more of a kit. Like I said, I just printed the pages. I did them full size, and I think I did them 2 to a page as well, which gave me all the pieces to make the little inserts. So there we go, that's another one, more eco-dyed. Quite good fun doing this. It's been an experiment, we've been learning how to do it over time. Another one with the blossoms and pinks and the yellows. Another one of the botanically steampunky. Do use the paper. More of the card. Another one of these. And this is the same wrapping paper that's used on part of the cover. And I think it was W.H. Smith, somewhere like that. I just coffee dyed it. My answer to everything, throw coffee at it. Literally. If it looks too new, coffee dye. Works every time. And then, slightly different on this one. So we've got 2 windowed envelopes. One windowed envelope, a couple of postcards in that one, a large one, that's actually a whole book page in that one, and that's just an envelope that's been dipped in distress ink or distress oxide and then stamped on, and then same again with the double envelope in the middle, we've got more. And there's a little bits of the smaller version of the pages. And there you go, just 2 to a page, gives you that. With that nice, lovely size there. More bits of coffee dyed. Last one of these. Now with springy flowers and labels, and try to keep all the colours so they match. A bit more music paper, another piece of that, a bit that folds out, a coffee dyed final from the kit, final eco dyed, and then in the back, give me this, we have a pocket with the cover tag in, a big pocket at the back, again, that I've glued in. I'm good at this. So here's the hint. If you ever do that and you glue them in, put a ruler down in it, and that'll release them. So piece of book page with some gardening advice, tag and that, and a couple of tags in the front one, and there's a little tuck at the front there that you can put a stamp or something, and then, because it's got such a fat spine, using a window envelope, there's a little tag that flutters out, and a little tag that flops out, and they just sit in the spine, and they're just a little bit of something extra, just for a bit of difference. And that piece there, or those two pieces, are scraps, and those pieces are scraps from his kit called wallpaper. So just a little bit of something extra. That's the wrapping paper that coffee dyed. So there you have it, a 5 signature spring journal using the kit Resurgence. So just wrap that round, tie it in a bow, and there you have it. Put the bow back in, see if we can do it. Yeah, na, 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 na. There we go. Ta-da! So that's it, that's Resurgence. 1/5 signature, beautiful little journal, all nicely packaged. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you liked. And I will see you in the next video with the next flip through, which will be soon. So I'm trying to get them all organised so I can show you. So they're coming thick and fast at the moment. And I will see you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you liked. Comments below. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye now.